Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 cameramen who were caught staring at athletes during competition. We all like watching sports, and today it seems like every event has hundreds of cameramen. But sometimes these cameramen forget what they're filming is being broadcast to the world. These are some embarrassing times cameramen were caught staring at athletes. Before we get into it, be sure to subscribe to my new channel, The Crafty. There'll be a link in the comments below, and if you comment on any crafty video saying you subscribed, you'll be shouted out in the next top 10s video. So why not do that and push that shiny notification bell while you're at it. Coming in at number 10, we have pole vault. Pole vaulting isn't as popular as football or basketball, but in the Olympics, pole vaulting is a pretty big event with high turnouts and a whole lot of cameras. One of the USA's most famous pole vaulters is Alison Stock, who is known for being incredibly attractive. Back in 2007, she was at a pole vaulting competition which had a lot of cameramen present. We all know the shots cameramen want to take are of athletes in action, in this case, vaulting the pole. But one cameraman seems to be much more interested in Alison than the sport itself. They took many photos of Alison just standing around before she'd even done anything. And to top it all off, even one of her facing the wrong way. Was this photographer getting more than they bargained for, or did they just get caught staring? Next up is hurdling. Lolo Jones is a hurdler and bobsledder from the USA. Like Alison, she's known for her good looks. In 2013, she was at a hurdling competition. There was a big turnout and a lot of press. Sure, images of her hurdling were taken, but there was one image that really stood out. One cameraman took this photo of her squatting down before she'd even done anything. Some said this cameraman was staring at Lolo, and the image did receive quite a bit of criticism on blogs. But then again, this photo did go viral and boosted Lola's profile. This has not only led to new fans, but super fans, who have even made videos titled Lolo Jones's Secret Photo. I don't even want to know what that's about. Next up is triple jump. Triple jumping is a sport famous for amazing photos. Who doesn't love seeing people leap across incredible distances and it being caught on camera at awesome angles? However, one cameraman may have gotten a little distracted on the job. They took this image of Slovenian triple jumper Snezana Rodric when she was off guard. She wasn't even facing the camera, let alone jumping. However, much like the image of Lolo Jones, this created a somewhat niche fanbase for her in the USA. Type in her name and you'll see she has thousands of hits on YouTube, Dailymotion, and other sites. Was this cameraman caught staring, or was this an awesome PR stunt? Or both? Coming up next is diving. When we think of countries that have a reputation for beautiful people, Italy springs to mind. And who isn't an example of this but Tanya Cagnotto? This 32-year-old diver looks years younger than she really is. She apparently gets cheers from the crowd just for showing up before she's even done any diving. And the same is true for when she gets caught on camera. One cameraman caught Tanya as she was leaving the pool in this viral image. The cameraman may have been trying to get a good profile shot of Tanya, but got more than they bargained for. It looks like even the guy in the background can't keep his eyes off Tanya. Coming up next is volleyball. We all know volleyball has a reputation for cameramen getting more than they bargained for. Winifa Fernandes has not only been crowned the hottest woman in sports, but all of Brazil. She plays on the Brazilian national volleyball team and even competed in the Olympic Games back in 2016. During that time, cameras captured some shots of her that went viral. From Winifa laying on the floor to her jumping back up to smack the ball, these images broke the internet back in 2016. It's not exactly hard to see why, and people loved sharing these images everywhere. They did cause some criticism, as some of the images seem like the camera operator was staring at her. But it's hard not to get more than you bargained for when capturing a volleyball game. Next up is tennis. Tennis is another sport where some really dramatic shots can be taken. One day in 2011, Russian player Valeria Savinya was playing a tennis match. One camera locked onto her and took many snaps of the game. The images then went viral on a tennis forum, which later became known as the official fan zone for Valeria. The snaps from the game show off her figure, which is very popular in Russia and now around the world. Some did criticize the cameraman, saying he was staring. But one thing's for sure, these are some action-filled photos, even if the photographer did capture more than expected. Coming up next, we have volleyball. This is another volleyball image where the cameraman may have gotten a little bit distracted. Except this image isn't taken in Brazil, but in the USA. The player is named Hannah Allison and she plays for the Texas Longhorns. Some say the cameraman locked onto her for a little too long that game and was caught staring. This is one dramatic sporting shot, and Hannah looks like she had her head in the game. Hannah has a small fan base, but is going pro, so this is likely to grow. Do you think this cameraman was looking for too long? One thing's for sure, according to the comments of these photos online, people find Hannah very good looking. Next up is pole vault. This is yet another set of images of Alison Stock. This time, she was warming up to do a pole vault and raised her arms up to adjust her hair. It seems like the cameraman got more than he expected, as this image went viral. This is yet another reason why Allison has such a big fan base, not only in the stands but online too. This was taken at a pole vaulting competition in California. Allison was playing for California and she won. Even though she was putting in a lot of work and winning, she was still looking great out in the competition. Next up is cheerleading. While this isn't an athlete playing a sport, one cameraman was caught staring at a cheerleader. I mean, if anyone was going to be spied on by a cameraman, it would be a cheerleader, right? This has gone down as one of the biggest cheerleader wardrobe malfunctions ever. When she was snapped on camera, she wasn't even performing, but sitting down. This caused a lot of people to question why the cameraman even took the photo if she wasn't doing anything at the time. Not only is she having a wardrobe malfunction, but she's also making a very odd face too. Do you think this cameraman got caught staring? Looking at the comments on this photo, some definitely do. Next up is tennis. This woman is interesting, as her chest size is 34DD. Her name is Simona Halep, and she's a professional tennis player from Romania. One day she went viral when a cameraman took a lot of shots of Simona. They were all over Facebook and Reddit, and many people said the photos were fake, but they weren't. She actually got reduction surgery back in 2009. She says she needed it as they were getting in the way of her tennis career. But for whatever reason, this cameraman was snapping Simona from all angles this one match. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the best images. And guys, if you used the links in the comments or the cards, you can subscribe to the Crafty. Anybody who subscribes will be shouted out on the next top 10s video, kind of like how you're seeing on screen right now. There's some amazing videos on the Crafty that I think you'll love, so go over there and check it out. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.